Lovely pork chops from the butcher, actually. Just yesterday I got them. I'm gonna do this thing. It's a real favourite of mine. Very, very easy, very, very fast. Mediterranean style. It's easy. Some herbs, I'll show you. Tomato, tin tomato. Peppers, bell peppers, just chopped up. Chopped up onion. Mushrooms. I'm going to use some lemon pepper, herbs, balsamic, a little bit of chili, take it or leave it if you want to leave it out. Italian herbs, because it's a bit of an Italian Mediterranean. Olive oil, which we can put in straight away. Somebody said to me, Steve, well, she didn't actually, she was a bit rude. She said, why on earth are you sitting down? I said, if you want to come and take the camera, because last time I did the video, I'm going to start it here, going to start it there, do it chopping it. I can't be bothered. Some garlic, which I'm going to chop up now. In fact, we can get things going. Let's, I'm going to get the water playing rigoletto, just boiling nicely, for the tagliatelle. Tagliatelle is like a flat spaghetti, if you didn't know. I'll bring you over this way in a minute, but I thought this was a good shot to start off with. I'm having trouble with my tripod. Steve, we've always heard that. Let me put it on full blast. Steve, you forgot something really important. Water, oil, pork chops, mushrooms. Let's not make it. Oh, how can you do this? This is blasphemy. A Mediterranean pork chops with Australian white wine. I'm going to make it even worse in a minute. How can you make it worse, Steve? Just wait and see. Anyway, like we normally start off, cheers. We might put a splash in the pork chops. Ooh. Now that's a nice one. I'm not sure where they come from, these. They're nice, they're really nice. I saw them in the... Yesterday I was mooching around trying to find some vegetables. And I saw them in not in the Maltese section, in the other section. South Africa, maybe, something like that. Anyway, let's get things on the go. This is warming up a bit now. Fry the onions, then the garlic, fry the pork chops, put the tomatoes in, put the peppers and the mushrooms and the garlic and the herbs. We might give this a bit of a squish squash while they're frying. Boil the tagliatelle, and that's it. Let's get this warmed up. We'll start frying the onions. Really easy, Mediterranean. Important you put some kind of herbs in there. I had some French, this is running out now, because you might think, wow, it's a big container with us, but it was full, this. I use it for everything, but scrambled eggs, fried eggs, or pork chops in some steak or something like that. It's got like a whole mixture of herbs like oregano and marjoram and a little bit, it's got it here, little bits of nutmeg and basil and a little bit of chili in there. So it's got a whole mix of herbs and spices from Italy. Let's fry the onions off. That's the first one. Give it a whisk around. Just do them a bit slowly, that's a little bit powerful, and actually, you know what I do to save a bit of time? I do the pork chops at the same time, because it's a big pan. This is a bit disabled, this one. Smells blooming lovely though, guys. So I've got the onions on the go. Let's just sweat them down a bit. Brown in the pork chops. We'll do a squish squash balsamic. It's from that Di Modena. It's a place in Italy that's really well known for balsamic. A little sprinkle of lemon pepper. Not too much because it's a little bit salty. Some chili. Now just put in as much as you want, but I always find just a little bit makes it a sort of cheers guys. And not forgetting, of course, my old faithful Italian herbs. Now when I turn this over, it's going to go in the sauce. It's very fast and easy, this one. Look, the one side's done already. And what I do is about 20 minutes in the tomato. Because now look at the herbs. I'll put a little bit extra in. But that's give a bit of flavour to the pork chops. And don't forget the one side. And put the garlic in now. I'm just going to chop the garlic. I like that comment when he said, why the hell are you sitting down? Because I'm an idle bugger. I've done about 100 videos, I think, like this. Nobody said anything. I was waiting for the first comment. Does it matter if you stand up or sit down? As long as you get the idea. So I'm combining the garlic and the onions together. This is getting a bit warmer now, so I'm going to put the lid on. I think, let me see if I can find a lid for it. Yeah, that'll make it boil a bit faster. So both of these are being cooked. I want to sweat down the onions so they're a little bit translucent. I want to put a bit of brown, and I might even turn these over again to get a bit of brown. Let me just put I'm going to put the extra, because here we've got two burners. I might put the double burner on and just drop it down a little bit to 6. So I've got the heat all over the pan. You can see the onions are just getting translucent. This is getting nice and burnt. I want to get all that lovely flavour off the bottom of the pan. Hope you're enjoying it, guys. Let's just have a few minutes while it's going lovely. Cheers, guys. Cheers. Happy Monday today. It's nice for an Aussie. I met some Aussies on Saturday, I think it was. I'm Englishman in Malta, by the way. We go around this lovely island, I meet a lot of people, go days out, go adventure. I was wondering when it was going to cut off, but anyway, let's keep going. I meet a lot of people. Englishman in Malta, I'm going to put it down. I've got a few channels, so the links are all below. Don't forget to go and see them. Give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe. If you can subscribe to this one, it's going to help a lot. The travel channel's coming alive. Going to Sri Lanka. When I come back, I'm going to Liverpool. So there's going to be a few videos, a few shorts. Go over and subscribe. I think I've only got about 300 and something there. Let me give that a bit quick stir. I love that, like those bits of burnt bit on the bottom. That's not burnt bits, Steve. That's caramelization. Oh, look at the pork chop. Hey, those look good. Really soft and succulent. It's time to throw in the peppers. I like them a little bit chunky, but you can cut them up if you want. We'll cook those down a little bit. Tomato. That's just this is just half a tin of tomatoes, so it depends on the size of the family, the size of the pork chops, obviously. Now what I'm going to do, I know I put some herbs and that on the pork chops to give the pork chops some flavour, but I'm going to put some more for the sauce. And a little bit more chilli. See how I'm cooking it on the side? So the pork chops are getting a bit brown, and it's not affecting the sauce. Mushrooms. I'm just going to cook those down a bit. And don't forget, a little splash of the Aussie. And that will just cook down slowly. My spaghetti water is starting. I'm going to let that cook just slowly so it intermingles with each other, probably about 20 minutes. And what I'll do is when it's all sort of a little bit cooked, I'll move it on top of the pork chops and make sure it all gets like caramelized together. My mouth is watering already. Even on Englishman Foodie, I'll go out and do some eating because I love eating and drinking. Didn't you know? Somebody said in the comments, Steve, you're always eating, you're always walking. So that's how I stay. That's how I stay super slim. Anyway, he's cooking nicely. Water's almost on the boil. Cook the pasta al dente, and it's all going to be ready to get. I put it all on one plate, and I'll do a taste test. I might show you a little bit as I'm cooking along, but that's all bubbling nicely. I might put the lid on it, just so it cooks and just simmers 20 minutes, that's all. Pork chops they're already done. If you want to leave it a little bit longer, obviously the pork chops get more tender, but these were lovely last time because I bought a pack of 6, I think, and they were really good. So back in a minute, guys. Let me just come back to you for a minute. That's cooking down nicely. I'm going to give it a bit of a stir up, but instead of putting salt in the pasta, because a lot of Italians said you can't cook salt. Sorry, you can't cook pasta without salt. I put this in, so not only because it's a little bit salty as well. So not only you're getting a bit of a salt element in it. If I can open the top, look inside it. Can you see? I'm going to just give a bit of a sprinkle of that. Ooh. Hubble bubble, Thailand trouble. It's almost ready. I'll mix the sauce. Just keep this on a gentle rigoletto, like a gentle boil, and we'll be back. Al dente pasta. Try and catch a bit of pasta water when you're serving it. But what I do, I don't put the pasta in the sauce in this one. But although it's a good way of doing it, when you always must leave it's pasta to the sauce, not sauce to the pasta. Is that the way it is? Or is it sauce to the pasta? Tell me in the comments. You have to leave a bit of pasta water. The Italians, if you don't, Hey everybody, the water's boiling. Rigoletto. I'm going to put 4 of these in. Tagliatelle. It's only like flat spaghetti, just rolled up. Tagliatelle. Let me just give it a whisk around with my stick. The trouble is, you don't put too much of it in because it expands. It's got that pepper in there as well. We want to bring it back to the boil. Pork chops are going. Have a look at the pork chops. They're ready. They're just cooking down. They're just cooking down really slowly. I had a good day yesterday. I'm a bit tired. And that's not my first glass of wine. Anyway, let's get the pasta done. I'm going to get the placemat out. Get yourself organised. A lot of people eat pasta with the spoon and the fork, but I don't. I'm going to eat it with a knife and fork. Steve, the Italians will kill you. Sometimes I think they chop up the pork chops so they can eat everything in one go. I'm going to cook the pasta al dente and get back to you. I'm ready. All the best, guys. It's got a wow, 2 glasses of wine and it's got wine in the pork chop, Steve. You're going to be sloshed. I blame it on the Aussies.
You outdone yourself this time, babe.
You deserve it.
Mick? Rog? What are you doing here? Look who it is. It's Rog and Diane. G'day. Mick? Ken! What are you doing here? What a coincidence! You, me and Rog all in the same place.
Michael Jamison? Dennis?
As I live and breathe. What Rog? You would not bet that was going to happen, would you? This with Rog and... Let's go to the bar.
Not long to go. I've just checked the pasta. Almost al dente. Gonna leave it just a little bit more. Not too much because it goes a bit mushy. Italians, al dente, buongiorno. Let's give it a try because I think it's been a couple of minutes now. Let's take a little bit. I think it's done actually. It's like catching tadpoles. I don't know where that came from. Oh, Italians have said, use your hands. If you don't use your hands in Italian, pizza and things like that, it's like making love with an interpreter. It's ready. Perfect. What I'm going to do, come over here a minute. I'm going to do it like this, but normally you will put the pasta into the sauce. But see how I'm catching some of the pasta water with it? It's got a lot of flavour in that. I'm going to cut everything off. Let's put this over here. Pork chops, look. He's still going. Because you cut off earlier. You wasn't getting bored by any chance. And have you subscribed yet? Oh, you over there, you always come here and you never subscribe. I had a good one. I'm going to share this with you because it's so funny. A lot of you guys are like, I'm Englishman in Malta because you're all a community, so I always share things with you. And don't think when I share something, it bothers me, because it doesn't bother me in the slightest. I get a lot of comments with people that got no idea about YouTube videos or things you do. I'm going to just put that on top, look like this. Have a quick look. I'm going to share that with you in a minute. Look how nice. If I could be, you know what, I'd get a little bit of parsley and sprinkle it over the top. Anyway, that's the thumbnail. Sometimes you're going a little bit dark, I don't know why. Oh, that's lovely. Anyway, let's dig in. Oh, this guy said to me, Steve, you're a really nice guy. I like your videos. You're okay. But most of your videos are full of hogwash. I never heard that one for such a long time. I was in stitches. I said, thank you for making my day, because this is the best comment today. Anyway, lovely pork chop. Look, cooked beautiful all the way through. 20 minutes is enough after you give it a good fry. Soft, tender, juicy, and loads of flavour. Let's have a look at the sauce. A bit of pasta, a bit of mushroom, a bit of bell pepper. Speak English, Steve. No, it was never my strong point, English. I got an E in school. Pasta's perfect. Bit spicy, so don't do so much spicy if you're not into it. Juicy pork chop. Bell peppers give it nice flavour. Mushrooms, chili, tomato, herbs, balsamic. Try and spray some balsamic on things, guys. Especially a decent one, not a rubbishy one. Anyway, I'm going to carry on eating. Cheers, guys. Thank you for joining me. Lovely day today. A delicate little one from the Aussie land.